It's a terrible football show. What do you expect?
I want whatever you guys are smoking right now.
OH!
Oh, baby, yeah!
Just in my brain, it just makes so much sense.
You have no quarterback. You're going to need some punters.
Welcome to a terrible football show!
That's my quarterback and my teammate, man.
Ruins my holiday every damn year.
They draft Xavier Worthy. What the? Wide receiver from Texas.
Hold on. Hamster.
Hold on.
Bears pick is in.
What?
Bears pick is in.
No!
Jerry Jones, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
If it's Toledo, I'm drawing the best damn rocket there is out there.
Excuse me. I don't even think that's PG.
Tell my HR director
seven.
about this show. He's going to listen to it.
We're getting sued again, boys. This show's so bad, we almost got sued once, we might get almost sued again.
Listen, guys, this is a terrible football show where everybody may be good at nothing, but we are terrible at everything.
Yeah, he's successful at just giving his terrible opinions, so why can't I? Terrible football show, after all. Welcome to a terrible football show episode. I think it's 138. Recorded episode dropping on Saturdays. Anytime we will have a recorded episode going forward, they will be dropping first thing Saturday morning. I've got a couple of the boys here, one in studio who stepped out of camera, and I got Rick. Let's start with Rick. Ricky, buddy, how you doing, man? We just went through picks. Are you feeling it, brother?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. We're going toward the end of football season. Of course, high school football is still going on.
Yep.
I have a playoff football game this coming Friday. It's going to stink, but it's good. It's a playoff game.
Nice. Okay, all right. Tyler, yell from across the room. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
All right.
Oh, God.
Shout out. We love to hear it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Get back in front of the camera. What are we doing? Well, spin the wheel over in where you are, brother. I can zoom in on the. This is recorded. I can edit this. What are you talking about?
Okay. Hold on. Now I got to add the team.
All right. So we got two topics that we're going to do here today for this recording because we went so over on picks. If we ever do this again, we got to reel it in. So what we got is we're going to go through the college football head coach openings. We're going to do like a little bit of a draft. I think it was this Barstool that did this first, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a couple other teams that did this where they went through everything. They kind of did a draft on these open positions as well as kind of draft. Like if we were running that school, think of it like a draft. Who would we hire, essentially? We're going to do 10 schools, basically all powers except arguably one. The arguably is Oregon State. So we're going to do Florida, Oklahoma State, Stanford, Auburn, LSU, Oregon State, Penn State, UCLA, Arkansas, and Virginia Tech. And we're going to say who we would essentially make our head coach for all of those.
Okay, hold on.
So, Tyler, are you ready?
You said Stanford?
I did say Stanford.
Okay, now
Are you ready?
Now I got to take two off.
What you mean take two off?
Bro, on the thing it said UAB and Kent State.
That's your thing. That ain't my thing. I'm looking at my script.
Hey,
What?
Hey, you're right.
What are we talking about?
Hold up. Take one more off. 9. We got 3
Oh, we'll
people.
take out Oregon State then. Even though I actually had a pretty good answer for Oregon State if I got to do it. So
You know what? You can have Oregon State at the end.
thank you. I appreciate that.
There you go.
I had a pretty good answer. I feel like as long as no one takes my answer, I guess.
Did you see the intern got fired?
Yeah, Ricky, did you see this too?
They fired the intern.
Yeah, so we fired the head coach, then we fired the intern. Now we're on the intern head coach. Lord,
That's hilarious.
it's tough up in Beaver Country, brother.
That is insane work.
It's tough up in Beaver Country. All right, so what's the order? What's the first school on the docket?
Dude, hold up.
I'm about to just pick the school.
Alex, you need another name.
I'm about to just pick the school.
No, we're going people first, ain't we?
I don't care.
Okay, you know what?
What's the first school and who's the first person?
Fudge it.
I thought we were
Fudge it.
doing just schools. Y'all got to be. I thought we were just doing schools. Then we're picking who's gonna go there.
First one, LSU.
LSU. First one we're doing.
Makes sense. They the best opener.
All right, first one we got LSU. Ricky, who's going to be the head coach?
I struggled with LSU guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've even heard some people say bring Ed Orgeron back for a year and then wait. Like I've heard
Oh,
so
kind of
much.
like what Frank Reich is over at Stanford?
Yeah, kind of like what Frank Reich. Well, yeah, is definitely over at Stanford right now. And I like I said, it would definitely make sense if they went that route. But guys, Lane Kiffin's got to go somewhere. He's got to go somewhere.
Does he?
I mean, there's. Yeah, I'm just saying though, it's Ole Miss. Like Ole Miss sucks.
Hey.
By the way, shout out to that douchebag who talked about, the Ole Miss trophy or the Mississippi State trophy or whatever the case may be. I mean, you live in Mississippi, nobody cares. All right, so
Shitty sippy.
with that being said, Do what?
Shitty Sippy.
Exactly. Especially Starkville. So,
Facts.
but yeah, no, I still think LSU's got to make it right. Golly, Lane Kiffin's going somewhere. It's either going to be LSU or it's going to be Florida. I'm just going to say LSU hires Lane Kiffin.
Okay, Lane Kiffin.
Bet. Next team.
Yeah, next team. Because, yeah, we're doing this like a draft is what we're doing.
So Lane Kiffin's off the board.
Lane Kiffin's off the board.
So if you wanted to go Oklahoma State, Lane Kiffin, can't do it.
All right, so Oklahoma State's up next.
You want to go or you want me to go?
You go.
All right, Yugoslavia. Shout out. Let me look at my options. Oklahoma State. Let's see who would fit in Oklahoma State real quick.
Dang, a little bug flying around in here.
Okay, there's really only one option I'm going with. Zach Robinson,
Yeah.
Florida, Falcons OC.
Yeah, Atlanta's OC, former quarterback. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, Ricky, you like that pick?
Yeah, I like that pick.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, Oklahoma's not one that's going to attract a bunch of big names. You know, they're just not. So it makes sense to bring home, someone.
Yeah. Not a lot of teams are trying to go after their alum, but hey,
Right.
that one's a perfect fit.
Right.
Okay, next spin. They can't see it on the screen. But you can see it.
I can zoom it in.
Oh,
buddy,
Oh,
Penn State.
Penn State.
Penn State. Here we go. Should have never fired James Franklin. They should not be on this board.
big facts.
Man, Penn State is that job that it is one of the most illustrious jobs in the whole country. It really is. But man, it's like you already lost two guys off the board with Matt Rule and Kurt Signetti. So it's just like, what direction do you go now? It's like, I got to be honest with you boys. I don't personally see Penn State making the big splash. I just don't. I really, really don't, because it's like those are the biggest names off the board. Of the other big names that would be in the potential running to go somewhere else, do any of them fit the mold that would go to Penn State? You know what I mean? That's the tough part. So, I mean, like former head coaches, I mean, I'm looking at this list. The only one that I could see is Pat Fitzgerald. You know, he knows how to win in the big. He's done it before with Northwestern, so I could see that same result going over to Penn State. But I'm kind of feeling going the NFL route. And I'm kind of feeling maybe looking at Joe Brady, offensive coordinator for Buffalo. It's kind of the direction that I'm kind of thinking about. It also makes sense from connection base, because didn't you just tell me recently that apparently like the owner of the Bills, whatever, like went to Penn State or something like that?
Yeah, Terry
Crazy.
Bagula. He is.
Did you know that, Ricky?
I did not know that.
Dude, Tyler was destined to be a Penn State Buffalo fan.
The hockey arena is named Pagula Arena after Terry Bagula, the owner of the Buffalo Bills.
See, I never knew that.
They're funding the improvements of the stadium in Happy Valley.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Ricky, you can be like our Mad Mel Kiper here. I mean, do you like that I just picked Joe Brady to Penn State, or who else would you pick?
I mean, at this point, like you said, they're not really going to get a big splash hire. If they do, it's just going to be somebody that we're not even thinking of. But I mean, it's shoot. I had a hard time picking with Penn State. I ain't gonna lie to you, just because like you said, Matt Rule's off the board. Because I thought it was going to be dead locked in Matt Rule.
I did too.
Now somebody else is going to really run this program. So we'll see.
Okay. What's the next team?
Okay. It's going to be Manny Diaz, by the way. It's going to be
That's true.
The next one.
UCLA. Ricky, who's gonna be hired at UCLA?
UCLA. Oh my gosh. This was another one I struggled with, because I like I said, I don't see UCLA being one of those that's going to be a super attractable job, but I could easily see a guy like Eric Norris that's over at North Texas. I could see him possibly making that jump just because it's UCLA. You could see John Summerall over there. I don't know which route to go on this one. I'm just being honest with you guys. I don't know which route to go on this one. I'm going to say Eric Norris, North Texas. I think from North Texas. I think he'll be the next UCLA coach.
That is a hot name right now. Yeah. Like, I think he's going to legit get a power job.
Yeah.
Like, I really do. That's I like that pick a lot.
And he's young.
Yeah. That's a good point.
He's from Texas.
Yeah, North Texas too. I know Ricky's got a special love in his heart for North Texas.
Man.
Mean Green.
Okay. The next one up is Arkansas.
Tyler's getting to do Arkansas. All
Do
right.
it.
All right, Ricky, do you want to take your piece real quick on Bobby P? Because I think you mentioned that earlier.
Yes. So, first of all, this is something that people have to really understand and realize. Sam Pittman should have been fired last year. Because now that you have so many coaching hirings that are going on right now, I mean, this is the one that not only do we need to get right, but our athletic director also needs to get right because I'm telling y'all, he's on the hot seat right now. People may not realize it, but he's on the hot seat right now. It's happening. He's on the hot seat. I say you at least keep Bobby Petrino. Number one, his offense is phenomenal. He can go out there, he can find a coach that's going to be able to get the defense back on track. It's just going to take more time than what they've had this season for him to be able to put the right people in there, to put his right personnel in there, because now he's going to be in charge of all the recruiting. He's going to be in charge of everything top to bottom, and he's also just one of those coaches that, you just come in, he's going to be well respectable. Now, some people can say he's well past his prime, and rightfully so. But here's the thing: regardless of the situation, he's going to be on borrowed time because eventually he's going to retire anyway. But I still think Arkansas's best interest, keep Bobby Petrino. You're probably going to have him at least 2 years, 3 at the most, because he's probably, like I say, he's going to retire. Then you find that coaching search, because this is just not it. Because there's so many coaches out there that you're going to eventually get someone that's not going to fit within the program. And I am all for firing the AD and hiring Houston Nutt to be the next AD. I'm all for that right now.
Hiring Houston Nutt as the next AD. God bless. I don't know, man. I think Bobby P's past his prime. I think he's washed. See, before Tyler gets his pick, I do want to here's the thing that's bugged me so much about seeing all of the Arkansas fandom talk about oh, we got our guy, which you don't. Is I feel like the most of the Arkansas fandom that's not level headed, unlike you, Rick, is they're holding a head coach who's not even a top 120 winning head coach in history like he's a godsend, like he's won multiple championships. And that's crazy work to me. I understand he had 3 years and he got you all the way up to 3 one time. I get it. But it's he's not even a top 120 winning head coach and wins. So it blows me away when other Arkansas fans keep put him on a pedestal he's won 8 natties, and I'm what are we even doing? He hasn't even been to one, it's crazy work to me, it really is.
Well, something else, Alex, that you also have to remember when he got fired, Arkansas fell off the bandwagon very, very quickly, very, very quickly. And I think that's one reason why they're so excited, because Bobby P had quite a bit of connections. I mean, quite a bit of connections for Arkansas recruiting.
Arkansas fans are hoping that spark can come back.
Yep.
It's it's an ex-girlfriend's. That's really what it is. This is an ex situation.
And you make a good point. Like I said, you definitely make a good point. My whole entire stance is not necessarily based off the fact. I know he's past his prime. My entire stance is that you keep him for another year, 2 at the most, 3 at the most, anyways. See what happens, because like I say, he's on borrowed time anyway. Then see what coaching candidates are going to come up next. Because I just don't see this coaching candidate class. I don't see many being a good fit for Arkansas right now. I just don't. Yeah. Maybe Tyler can persuade me.
Yeah, Tyler, who would you draft here in this situation?
So, being a Sacramento Kings fan, I'm gonna put on my Vlade Divac hat, and I'm gonna take the clear answer, and I'm gonna avoid him like the plague. So, for that reason, James Franklin is the Luka Doncic of this class. So, we're gonna avoid James Franklin. He is the perfect fit, but we're going to avoid it because I do not want to see that happen. So there's another guy that worked at Arkansas before.
Oh, no. I know where he's going with this.
Probably not, but we're going to cook something up with it because this ain't my guy. But this is a backstory to my guy. So he is at UTSA now, Jeff Traylor. he would probably be solid because he was a running back coach at Arkansas. Arkansas needs to run the ball really bad. Because Braylon Russell can run the ball. He needs to hold on to the ball. They need a running back coach to teach them how to hold on to the ball. Okay? They need to spam that RB when they touch that ball. They need to, I'm talking like, I don't care if you got to do that to the number. Okay? So that would be a 2A, a 2A one. He took my Eric Morris one. That's a perfect fit because that man can sling that ball. He can make anybody look like a superstar. Ask Chad because evidently Cam Ward sucks, but but this man made him cook up there in Incarnate Ward and Washington State. But there's one other guy. He shares your name.
Uh-oh.
His wife is from Bentonville. They come to Arkansas randomly. It'd be nice USF Alex Golish to Arkansas. So I'm gonna take the red-handed Thunder. We're on Alex Golish.
Alex Golish to Arkansas. Lord have mercy. Ricky, say hello to your new head coach, buddy. Alex Golish.
I'll keep Bobby P.
All right, what's next?
Okay, hold on. If Jeff Traylor becomes a coach, Bobby P's the OC.
There you go. You like that?
How about that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would live with it. I think I'd live more with Jeff Traylor than I would Alex Golish. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. All right, Tyler. What's the next team?
Okay, next team.
We got a few left.
Yeah, we got 5.
5 left. All right, I'm gonna speed run this. What do we got? Stanford, man. Let me tell you, Stanford's better. I mean, football's better when Stanford's better. I'll tell you that. Man, Frank Wright being the interim head coach, this was a plan from the get-go. So it's the matter of like, who is Andrew Luck going to go out and get, to run this program for him? You know what I mean? There's no like former, alum that I think would be good fits here. There's really nothing in that department. And Stanford's in a position where you're not going to really attract a lot of the humongous names, So here's a guy that I do like, for this spot as someone that can maybe kind of bring some relevance a little bit to Stanford. Honestly,
see if we're thinking the same.
I'm thinking one of two, honestly. I'm thinking, and they're both former coaches.
No,
I'm either thinking Pat Fitzgerald or I'm thinking John Gruden here. Like, I'm thinking one of these, man. I mean, like, John Gruden, like, I don't think he gives a shit where he goes if he can just get to college, you know what I mean? I don't think he gives a damn.
He's just here for the vibes.
He's here for a good time, man. But I don't know. I kind of like Pat Fitzgerald. Pat Fitzgerald, he did a lot with Northwestern and similar vibes because Stanford's private, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you have that extra hurdle that you have to jump over of getting athletes that can get into the private schools, that Pat Fitzgerald has already gone through, being at once upon a time the only school in the Big Ten that was private. So I'm going to take Pat Fitzgerald here. I like Pat. Give me Pat for Stanford, man. I like what he did at Northwestern, and maybe he can replicate it for the Stanford Cardinal. Let's see who Ricky's got. Ooh, this is coming down. Auburn! There you go, Ricky. You going down to SEC country. Who is Auburn going to hire, brother?
This one was another tough one. I kind of wish that I would have had Florida because I got a good one for Florida, but that's okay.
Is that still on the
I'll
board?
take the Auburn one.
Wow.
I think this is where John Summerall could fit in.
Okay.
I really think the work that he's done at Tulane, I really believe. I think Auburn bringing him in. I know Auburn's probably going to try to go for a much bigger hire, someone like James Franklin or someone like that. I just don't see James Franklin fitting at Auburn. I just don't see that happening.
Nah.
I think John Summerall, fit wise, not coaching wise, but fit wise, I think John Summerall's a better fit here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I just realized Jay Frank's still on the board, ain't he?
Not for long.
I could have gone Jay Frank for Stanford. I forgot he's on the board.
Okay, Oregon State. You want Oregon State?
All right, I did have an opinion on Oregon State because unfortunately, I know it's Tyler's turn, but Oregon State had their guy, and unfortunately, he's a greedy little bitch, and he went to Michigan State where he's now irrelevant. Right? He was at his alma mater, the same guy that was slinging tuds to Chad Johnson and TJ Hushmanzada. Like, we had our guy, we had him, And made him relevant, made him good, but he's just like, ooh, money. And now he sucks in the Big Ten, and he's probably going to get fired. So I'm going to tell you a guy that I actually really like for Oregon State. And it's a guy who, he's a man. He's a certain age, okay? And he looks good in orange. Give me Mike Gundy for Oregon State, man. I like it. I like the fit. Yeah. Like, I think, dude, all right, think about it. Think about the group of 6 pack, because they're a group school now, conference now. Yep. Think about the pack. Mike Gundy rolling over to Oregon State, man. He could run the pack, dude. Like, I know he's past his prime. I get it. He's not a 10-year answer. But you give me Mike Gundy for the Bees for 5 years, sign me up. Man. Sign me up. I like it. He looks good in orange, and he's a man. He's a certain age, whatever age he's over 40. So I'm here for it, man. Give me Mike Gundy for the Bees, brother.
All right. Next pick is Ricky. I'm gonna let you take Florida.
Yeah, I'm Florida.
So,
Ricky,
so I
you're
can have
up.
Virginia Tech.
Yes, I got Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man has no coaching experience whatsoever.
Oh, this is spicy.
Oh,
none whatsoever. I really, as a person, I love this man. As a football player, I think he's one of the most overrated football players to ever play the game.
Oh my God.
But he is someone that's going to be able to hype this program up. He's going to be able to really, really, really take Florida to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking Tim Tebow to be the next head football coach.
No way you just said Tim Tebow.
Boy, I gave up Florida for that.
He would hype that program up.
Truth be told, though, James Franklin, Florida.
Jay Frank to Florida.
Tim Tebow was just the joke, y'all. Tim Tebow was the joke. James Frank is my real pick.
Yeah, Jay Frank to Florida. I mean,
Jay Frank to Florida is crazy, though.
It does make sense. Yeah. It does, unfortunately. Jay Frank to multiple of these places. Jay Frank makes the most sense to like Florida, maybe LSU, Arkansas, maybe this next one, our last pick. You know, Jay Frank makes sense to a lot of places. Jay Frank makes so much sense to Stanford. I wish I thought of that earlier. I forgot Jay Frank was on the damn board, man. I'm a dumbass.
Dude, I'll tell you, man.
All right.
Jay Frank was about to hit that slide, man.
I know. All right. Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Okay. I got my guy's name.
All right.
Virginia Tech, obviously in Virginia.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Well, never mind.
I'm trying to think where this school is. I'm pretty sure it's in Virginia. It sounds like it's in Virginia.
This can't be serious.
It might be.
I was about to say, what the hell?
This has got to be satire.
Might be. So this coach coaches at the shortest president in the history of presidents at 5'4". Is the coach at James Madison, Bob Chesney, to Virginia Tech. They're gonna shine. They're gonna do everything. I'm doing a little Trump impression, dude. This is what I want my footlong to look like. I know that's about a yard long, but
Subway don't make footlongs like that no more, brother.
Damn. Yeah. Bob Chesney, Virginia Tech. Let's ride.
Not doing John Gruden.
John Gruden, man.
Or not even the beam? You ain't doing the beam?
Dude. John Gruden just wants to do this all day. Hold up.
He just wants to open boxes.
He just wants to go.
Now, would you just look at what they sent me? Look at what they sent me.
He's going to be like...
That's a terrible John Gruden impersonation I just did.
I ain't got my key on me. This is John Gruden trying to open a box.
He ain't wrong. Ricky, have you seen these videos?
I have not.
Dude, Ricky, you got to go on John Gruden's TikTok. He gets boxes like this all the time from schools or teams, and he has the hardest time.
Dude, a hat!
Look at that.
Look, that fits perfect, man. It's nice and crisp, man. It's got my name on it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Every video.
Dude, it's a ring it's a halo now. I got a halo on. They sent me a halo. Dude, they got me it's not red, but they can't even see me a red nose like I'm a clown. Come on now.
So you don't want that to happen at, Virginia Tech? The Hokies? Come on now.
Virginia State, they need to stay under the radar, man. It's tough out there.
All right, fair enough.
Tough out there.
Fair enough. Hey, now we're done with the draft. I was going to ask you guys, what's going to be the first position that gets filled? Just real quick, I'm just curious. Out of the 10 that we just did, what do you think is going to be the first one that's going to get filled? Ricky, let's start with you. Who do you think will be first?
As far as the first coaching job is going to be like filled.
Yeah. Out of the 10 that we did, who do you think is going to get filled first?
Oh shoot, I would say probably LSU or Florida, just because they're the bigger of the programs. But because I mean, you got to think about it, like they're probably at the top of the hiring list right now. Because because the fact is they are in the SEC. There's a lot of recruiting in the SEC, things like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Florida gets filled first.
I'm gonna agree. I think Florida will get filled first out of those 10. What about Utah?
I think Virginia Tech.
Really?
I feel like they have to swoop in and get Jay Frank before Arkansas does that money bag of Tyson and Walmart. Well, Tyson, really.
Yeah.
So.
And also, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Like, I know he didn't get drafted because, like, I think we all think he's gonna potentially just stay where he's at. Oh no, he might have got drafted. Did Lane Kiffin get drafted 1? Did we draft Lane Kiffin LSU?
I said LSU.
Okay. I gotta be honest. I think Lane Kiffin's gonna go to Florida. Like, it's either Ole Miss or Florida, in my opinion, because like he wasn't there long, but in his 2 years at FAU, like he was making waves.
Yeah.
Like he was making waves for the school
Before NIL.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I think he could just take that and take it over to Gainesville, man. Like I could see Lane wanting to get back to Florida. I really could.
Yeah.
Now I will shout out one thing. I think Clark Lee gets hired somewhere. And I mean, truth be told, I think Virginia Tech would be a good fit for him.
Right. All right. Now it's gonna be interesting to see how all the fillings kind of get played out. Like I said, I think Lane will end up going to Florida, is where he will end up going. If not, he's saying Ole Miss. It's one of the two, in my opinion.
Out of all these teams, what is your one lock that you would bet the house on?
That goes on.
So, out of all these teams, which coach is that team going to draft?
Okay, so I'll try to think of one that's not Lane to Florida, because I'm very hard set on that one, because that one is the one that I think is going to happen. Let's see. So out of the openings and the things that need bet the house on, Ricky, do you have one? Well, I think, or are you thinking too?
Yeah, I mean, there's not one I would bet the house on. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think there's.
What's your most confident?
Most confident. There you go.
How about that? Don't bet your house. You just got your house, dog.
Yeah, that's true. You did just get your house. Don't bet it.
No, I'm written it. I'm not. I didn't buy this one.
The one that I'm most confident in, I don't know if I have a guy and for the school, but the one I'm most confident in is Arkansas not getting a huge name.
Yeah.
Like, no offense, Rick.
That's a given.
Yeah, that's just like, I don't think they're like all this James Frank talk and stuff like that.
A huge power name. How about
like
that?
I just don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to get the guy from Memphis. I think they're going to get a guy like I love what he's doing, but they're going to need a guy like the North Texas guy, something like that. I feel confident in one of those. I actually like James Frank to Virginia Tech a lot. Like, that's probably the one I'm feeling pretty confident in. I like that one a lot. I think the area, it makes sense, right? Like, I think that one, I like that one personally. Jay Frank to Virginia Tech. That's one I like. Ricky, did you have one that you felt really confident in?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm just being honest. I really did not have one. I'm like, yeah, slam dunk.
Yeah, no, it's a little crazy right now. All right, let's hit the last thing real quick, wrap up the show. So the last thing we wanted to talk about real quick. Teams, NFL or college, that we absolutely despise with a burning passion for the most random reasons. So if Jacob was here, for example, I don't want to hear no Michigan bullshit, right? That's a given, right? I'm not going to say the Packers. I'm not going to say Florida State. I want to hear the schools and the teams that you despise for the most random reasons in the world. Ricky, I know we're getting short on time, so let's start with you. What is a couple teams that you just hate with your whole being, but for the most random reasons?
I really don't have much. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because I'm a fan. I really don't have one that I really just despise, really hate, or anything like that. I mean, LSU for obvious reasons, but honestly, I'm gonna say Boise State. And I know that's yes. And here's the thing, guys. Years ago, when Boise State was actually on the map, when they were actually like right there at the top, getting close to the BCS and everything like that. Like
Yeah.
they were really putting Boise State on this high pedestal, and I'm like, guys, they don't play nobody. They literally did not. They were not a big time conference. They had like one big Power 5 win, and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, we need to worship Boise State because they're so freaking good. And I mean, I really despised Boise State at one point. Not as much anymore, of course, because it doesn't really matter as much to me anymore as it did back then. Because I was in college back then, and so yeah, I would say probably Boise State would be the one that I would say that I despise the most, other than LSU.
Okay, all right. Tyler, what about you? Do you have something you want to shout out there?
Yeah, you said not rivals, correct?
Not
Temple's not a rival of Penn State.
not notable rivals.
Okay. Because I was about to find that loophole.
That's probably the loophole you're going to get out of me if you want to shout out Temple. Because me and Ricky can both agree that it's a random hatred. Ricky, can you agree to that? Because like,
Yes, that's the most
that
random
rivalry
hatred I've
is
ever heard in
so
my entire
irrelevant.
life.
Like, so that I think me and Ricky 2-1 vote, like 2-0 vote. I mean, you can shout it out.
Bowling Green.
What the fuck?
Come on, man.
They don't have
Green.
So I got
They don't have green in the logo. I know.
Orange. Brown.
Yeah,
It's not going to be green. But green. You probably couldn't put a green. Huh?
I can make it green
Okay.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, come on. What are y'all doing, man? You can't have green Falcons?
Can't have a little green in there.
Something, man. Change your location of the school, man.
I will tell you, it's always bugged the shit out of me that they're Bowling Green and they didn't dial in on it being green. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. It's always bugged the shit out of me.
Yeah. But I've grown up. My hatred is at this point, it's just a meme. Like, I would choose Bowling Green on the game. But
They gotta go
dude,
to the good uniforms.
it absolutely drives me up a wall. If I had a car, it would be going like this. The wall. Up the wall, man. You're Bowling Green. Are they good at bowling? That's what I want to know.
Asking the real questions.
Like, if they don't have a bowling team,
Oh,
brother,
he's about to lose it.
you.
I'm
you
going.
Do realize that Bowling Green is an actual town, right?
I do not care if it's in Kentucky
I'm
or
saying, like,
Ohio.
it's a town in
Both
Kentucky.
of them need their butt kicked. Okay?
I like how he specifically said butt.
Ohio don't say the F word much, but when they do, usually it's Michigan behind it. So, yeah, Bowling Green is up there. They're probably 1A, 1B. You know, Ruggers
It's because they're in the big.
trying to make rivalries. You know,
Yeah, they're trying to make
same with Maryland. Try
Yeah,
to make rivalries.
yeah. He does hate Maryland and Rutgers because they're trying to make up rivalries just so they can be relevant in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the
So according to a historical story, the very first president, his name was Dr. Williams. Apparently, he sat behind a woman wearing a large hat that had beautiful brown and orange feathers, and that is why they came up with the colors for Bowling Green.
That's terrible. That's a
It really
terrible reason.
I mean, he might have been in love with her. We don't know.
That's more reason to hate Bowling Green Falcons. I'll be honest. Even though
Yeah,
they've got
they have
they have a great mascot right now with the cat. Have you seen that, Ricky?
Yes,
The locker room cat. That's phenomenal.
Man,
And Tyler, I don't think they have bowling.
Wow. You have two things, bowling and green, and you can dial it. I think he hates them more than anyone else in college football now.
So hang on, but before we move on, why do you hate Temple so much?
because it's fun to hate Temple.
My gosh,
Matt Rule
They-
coach
they-
there.
Yeah, he beat Penn State
Yeah, so shouldn't you like him?
for the first time in 39 tries. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Saying.
It's a weird
It
flex.
took a Penn State graduate to go to Temple to beat Penn State. Your team sucks. Okay, you couldn't get an alumni of Temple to beat Penn State.
Right,
You had to get a guy that beat Temple. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fact check that one.
right.
But you had to get a guy from Penn State to go to Temple who beat Penn State. It's embarrassing, dude.
Yeah.
It really is.
you got to start somewhere in your coaching career. You can't just start wherever you want.
Dude, he was already at Penn State, and he
I
left.
don't care. Yeah, so that's the whole point.
He went from Temple to Baylor. Ain't a lot
Yes,
of
that's how it
Baylors.
works. You're a coordinator, then you go to a group of 5 school, in this case a nobody school.
Yeah.
Then you go to a power conference, which Big 12 was at the time whenever he was there, and then you move up. That's how it works, Tyler.
No, Temple's embarrassing though.
He just hates Temple.
I'm like,
They're the
oh
Owls,
my
man.
gosh.
Dude.
Hey, I like Owls.
Okay, but Temple, man. How are you not a power school? Your name is Temple, and you're in Philadelphia. That screams America. And you're red and white. You're just missing the blue, man.
Yeah, they throw some blue in there. All of a sudden, there'll be a power.
Dude.
No,
They're also I'm pretty sure they're a private school too.
Yeah, because they're
yeah, I think
smart.
they are. Yeah, because they're smart. Dude, I got a list of random teams that I hate.
Let's hear it.
Most of them you guys know. I think most of them you guys know. Starting off, for the listeners that maybe are listening to this video, whether if it's the full episode or the segment for the first time, Mississippi State is one of the most hated schools in the entire country. And it's specifically because I hate Starkville with such a burning passion. Like, the school itself never did anything wrong to me. It's just I hate that city. I have a personal beef with that city. Everything about Mississippi State I cannot stand. I hate Mississippi State. Texas is one too. I despise Texas. And it's for a very specific reason. It's not because, they're really good or they have Arch Manning or anything like that. No, it's a personal rivalry that I have with Miami and Texas that doesn't exist in real life. It exists in a freaking video game of when I had a almost 30-year in-game dynasty with one of my best friends, Brady, where he was Texas for a majority of it, and I was Miami, and we would battle all the time in BCS championships, and we'd battle for Heisman's and battle for recruiting. What really did it for me, where the hatred became more than just, okay, we're playing each other all the time, is I was recruiting a wide receiver named Johnny Steele. He looked electric. I couldn't wait to get this kid. I was his number one guy. It was going to be awesome. After the championship game gets played, he randomly commits to Texas, and Brady wasn't even recruiting him. Brady didn't even know who he was. And I was so fucking pissed at that because Brady was live. He was like, I swear to God, I was not recruiting. It was like, he sent me a picture. Brady didn't even scout the kid. He legitimately, he didn't offer him or anything. He's just like, nah, I'm just going to go to Texas. And I beat Brady in the championship that year. What do you mean? So I have a personal hatred for Texas. I also have a hatred for Georgia. And believe it or not, it does not stem for Chad. Chad adds to it up front. Chad, if you're listening, you're one of the reasons I hate Georgia. Once again,
I let them know to listen.
I hate Georgia because of Brady. Because Brady finally wanted to leave Texas, but he had a goal school in mind. He wanted to go to Maryland, but Maryland's coach was on the hot seat and didn't get fired. So Brady is already committed that I'm leaving Texas because he didn't recruit for shit that year. So he's like, I'll just take a 1 year and hope that Maryland gets open. So he goes to Georgia, which, believe it or not, at that point in our dynasty, Georgia was like 124th out of 126 teams in the country. Georgia was bad. All right, so he's just like, oh, cool, I get to just dick off for a year. He lost like 3 games, whatever, right? He didn't even go to the SEC championship. And I'm still in Miami. I'm like, oh, buddy, free BCS year, let's go. Brady had a couple of free BCS years. And somehow, some way, Brady makes it to the national fucking championship. And I'm just like, how is this possible? And guess what? We went into 4 overtimes. And guess what? I lost. So that's still, I can't, hatred begins there. Man. And you know what? Guess what? My hatred for teams don't stop out of that damn dynasty. I hate Maryland because of Brady. A team that Brady did not coach for that I hate. Get this, I can't stand the Raging Cajuns. I can't stand them because I was undefeated. I beat like 4 or 5 ranked teams that year, and somehow I go from 2 to 3, and the Raging Cajuns go to 2 to play Brady in the Natty. Are you joking right now? That game was rigged. So I hate the Raging Cajuns because of it. I mean, dude, the amount of teams that I hate it's crazy. Sorry, Ricks. I hate Arkansas. I hate Arkansas with a passion because of the fans. Not you. You're cool. You're cool.
Fans do too much.
The fans are a little wild sometimes.
I have a feeling we share a common hatred for a certain team.
All right, who's that?
They're in Florida.
Is it FIU? I hate FIU too. I
Yes.
can't stand FIU. Can't
Yes.
stand
That
them.
is random.
Well, now this one is a little bit of a
It-
rivalry, but it's not a notable rivalry. It's the Miami FIU thing.
It's an event that happened during a game.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Rick? The humongous like fight that took place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like that alone, just I can't stand FIU.
Yeah.
Plus, if I got to pick between those two Miami schools, that's not Miami. I'm picking FAU because I like owls. Owls are one of
Facts.
my favorite animals. I also hate USF, even though I've been riding high on them all year because I'm a UCF fan. But that's a major rivalry, so that's not a big shout out,
Yeah.
right? I hate Virginia. Why do I hate Virginia, Ricky? Can tell me why I hate Virginia? Because there's a certain clip that you're a big fan of.
Because it took Miami 4 overtimes to beat them in.
I also hate Georgia Tech because again, Miami just be losing to random ass teams like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like I can't stand it. I hope Georgia Tech loses every game. I hope Virginia loses every game because of it. I can't stand them.
Yeah.
Can't stand it. And probably my number one hatred. I know, Ricky, you got to go. My number one hatred in all of college football for the most random reason is easily BYU because I cannot stand how every year the AP and the analysts glaze them to the highest degree like they've won 18 freaking natties. And then in true BYU fashion, they always lose a random game and they lose another random game. BYU is not a good football team. They're never a good football team. They're never one of the dogs. They're a fine football team. They'll go to a bowl game, they are not Bama. They are not Georgia. They are not Texas, Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State. Why is BYU glazed to high heaven every fucking year? I can't stand them. Same with Notre Dame. Fuck Notre Dame too. Same reason. Notre Dame gets glazed to high heaven for what? No, for what? What is Notre Dame going to do in the 2000s? Nothing.
History. They made a
bullshit.
movie.
It's bullshit. I hate both of them with a passion. Ricky, if you got to go, man, you can go. No big deal.
Yeah, well, I was just going to shout it because the way that they were glazing BYU is the same way they were glazing Boise State in the early 2000s
fair.
whenever I was in college.
That's fair.
And so I think that's one reason why
That's fair.
I despised Boise State for so long because that's exactly what they did. And it's like, well, here you go, lose a random ass game to Nevada. So hey,
Right.
and it was beautiful. I'll never forget that game. There was a certain quarterback who was playing for Nevada at the time. Huh.
That's another team I hate.
Nevada.
Nevada.
I hate the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Jeez. Tyler, I don't know what it is with you, man. I just don't. All right, guys. Y'all be
Hey,
careful.
have a good one, Ricky. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's go to two camps. Yeah, no, I mean, dude, the amount of random teams that I hate, and I feel like they all stem from dynasties for the most part. Like they really do. Dynasties can make you hate a team.
Yeah.
Because like I don't talk about it obviously, but I genuinely hate the Raging Cajuns because of that. And like it's still a joke between Brady and I to this day.
Yeah.
Like in fact, you know what? We're recording. We're not live. Let me call Brady right now. Just to I want people to listen to this that Brady is telling the truth that he did not recruit Johnny Steele and it just happened. And the Raging Cajuns jumped over me when they should.
We got insider info right now.
I got insider info. Hold on. Let's see if he answers.
Wow.
Big dog. What's going on, brother?
Almost had it.
Hey, I got some questions for you real quick. You got a minute?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm currently recording ATFS. Okay. I'm not live or anything. I got Tyler here in studio
Recording.
with me. Yeah, we're recording. And we are talking the most hated teams that we've got for the most random reasons. And I've been talking about you quite a bit. So I need you to back me up on a couple things, okay? So I told the story about how I was like number 2 in the nation in our dynasty. And for whatever stupid reason, even though I had beat like 4 or 5 ranked teams, the shitty Raging Cajuns jumped over me to go to the beast. Is this true?
Yeah, I remember that.
So because of that, I hate the Raging Cajuns with the most aggressive passion on the planet. And also, true or false, one of the many reasons I hate you in Texas is because if you recall, there was a certain wide receiver that I was recruiting and really exciting for, Johnny Steele. True or false, you did not recruit him in any capacity and he signed with you?
No, because I remember, because you wanted him, and so I didn't go after him. And there was another player, you were like, you can have him, I won't go after him. I don't remember who it was, but and I didn't even attempt to recruit him or nothing, and he fucking signed to me. I remember that.
Yep. Yeah. Nothing happened. All right. Last question for you.
Wasn't there another one that was a tight end that you ended up getting with the same last name or something?
So the last name was Steele. So I remember a Byron Steele was a tight end I had at one point. I remember that. No, the tight ends that I had was like Eric Price. I remember that name. I remember Eric Price. There was another guy after Eric Price, but I don't remember who it was. It's crazy how you can remember dynasty player names, but like they make an
Right.
All right. And last question for you, and I'll let you go. Okay. So I hate Georgia for a lot of reasons. All right. It's not just you, but true or false? You went to Georgia for 1 year, purposely lost like 2 games, and I think even lost the third, and somehow made it to the national championship.
I didn't even win the SEC championship. That was my fuck off year because I remember since the Raging Cajuns jumped you, it was like, all right, I just won't even try the following season where you can get, your title shot,
Thank you.
And then I was trying to throw the game because we were playing the game, and then wanted to go into 4 OTs, and you scored that touchdown.
Thank you.
And the game didn't get it. Your fucking running back, when he went down, the ball was across the plane, and none of his body parts were down, and you even challenged it. And we went back and watched the replay because you should have won that game.
Thank you. NCAA 14 is the most rigged shit on the planet. God damn it. All right, Brady. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that was insane.
Who does Brady hate?
Brady, who do you hate? Who's the most random team that you hate with a passion,
Not
pro
a
or
rival.
college?
Not a
Not a rival. No rivals. The most hated team in college or pro. Shout out for the listeners.
For pros, right now, if we're going right now, probably, God.
It's got to be random, so don't give me no Philly now.
Nobody in division.
Yeah, nobody in division. You got to give me a random hatred, a team that you see their logo and you just can't stand them.
Like Falcons, Patriots.
Can be college or pro. It don't matter.
I know for college, I just have a rant. I don't know why. I just don't like them, and that's Florida State.
All right, thank you for that. I appreciate that because I hate Florida State. We call Florida State fuck Florida State around here.
I don't like them.
Recorded. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. All right, so Florida State, that's the official answer. And that is true because Brady, Brady, who are you a fan of these days? Are you a Texas fan, Arkansas fan? Who are you a fan of in college? I don't even know anymore.
Brady needs to come back, dog, for an
just a
episode.
straight Arkansas fan.
I'm so sorry.
I try to pay attention to Texas, not as much. I mean, I still follow Maryland stuff and watch some of their stuff.
Yeah, he's a Maryland fan. He has a giant Maryland banner with the turtle logo, which is an elite logo, by the way.
Man.
And, but yeah, really, college football's up in the air for me here lately, but when it comes to baseball, it is straight Arkansas. But football, I don't know. Arkansas can just eat a dick this season. But.
Facts. They can eat a dick every season, in my opinion. See, Brady, you know what you need to do? You need to join me and Tyler, and you need to come over to the Mountain West because we just have a good time over here.
Oh, you can't see it, but if you watch the episode, I'm wearing Wyoming Cowboys right now.
Yeah, he's wearing his Wyoming Cowboys hoodie. He's a Wyoming fan.
That is,
Yeah. He's a Wyoming fan.
It's official.
Yeah, it's official. Yeah, he locked it in. Yeah,
I chose not to go to Mississippi State.
Montana's team, and are they in the Mountain West? The Grizzlies?
Oh no,
no, not the Montana Tech or Diggers.
Yeah, he's a Montana Tech fan specifically.
Oh.
That's like Division 3. Is that even Division 3?
NAIA.
That's NAII. So that's not even a division.
Sometimes I'll catch myself randomly looking up the Grizzlies just to see how they're doing.
Cooking.
Yeah, no.
They're Gordon Ramsay in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, facts. No, they're not in Mountain West. But no, you need to come over and be a Mountain West fan, man.
Find you a team.
Yeah, find a team in the Mountain West.
San Jose State, San Diego State.
No. He's not allowed to be a San Jose State fan. That one's not allowed. San Jose State and Fresno State are off the table. Those are all, well, Fresno's going to the pack, aren't they?
Yep.
All right, so you can't
Any of the states, not.
Yeah, you can't be San Jose State and Fresno State.
Who's coming from the MAC?
I'll
NIU.
tell you, the NFL
Northern
team that I
Illinois.
hate,
Huh.
it took me a second to think about it because I was running through my head.
Broncos.
The Saints.
The Saints. Wow, that is random for you. Brady's a Cowboys fan for people listening. That is random.
Man.
Why do you hate the Saints?
I
Because they fight for fandoms in Arkansas? Is that?
Is that because of fandom fighting in Arkansas?
Nah, I don't know. I just don't like them. I mean, Drew Brees was cool, but
Yeah, facts.
Because they're close to
the rest of
LSU.
it, no.
Yeah.
I think it all started from there's like a few seasons back when they were playing really good and Dallas played them and they had like a horrible record and we beat them by like 3 points. And I forgot what season it was. Jalen Smith was playing at linebacker still, so they had to have been in like 2016
Shout out to Jalen.
or 17.
Yeah, shout out to Jalen Smith. That's a little bit of a throwback name, kind of. Kind of forgot about him, honestly.
Notre Dame guy.
Yeah, Notre Dame guy. I kind of forgot about him. So,
Yeah.
anyway, all right, Brady. Well, I appreciate your time. I'm gonna let you go, brother.
Okay.
All right, later.
Bye.
So there is my insider information that everything that I'm speaking of with that dynasty was fact. That is the most rigged shit because that makes no sense with how the game is set up, right? It makes no sense at all. Like it does not make sense for how the game could do that. Of where it's like based on like the wins that I had at Miami and like for because that they were still called Lafayette then, UL Lafayette. Like for them to jump over me, like it made no sense. And like Brady blew him out of the water like 63-7. Like what the fuck? Like, that was one of my years, bro. Like, that was one of my years, dude. So, I don't know, man. That game is so rigged to hell. So, anyway, I think we should wrap up the show. We've been live. We've been recording. Because I never stopped the recording.
Yeah.
It's all one, so I keep track of total time. We're at 1:48. Not bad. That's about normal, honestly.
Yeah.
It just felt like the picks went on way too long and the topics didn't.
There's a picks were.
Yeah. That went on a while. I don't know.
We also cut back picks a lot this year.
Yeah, we have. We
kind of jumped back into dipping our toes.
I don't know. We got to figure it out. The show next week might be one total show. It might be split again.
It might all be recorded. You never know.
It might all be recorded. I have no idea. But if you listen to the live stream and you watch this recording and you watch the clips that come after this, thank you, because that means you're doing better. And we appreciate that. Yeah. We appreciate that.
Is next week our game?
Is that Hawaii and Wyoming?
Let's see.
Or is that the week after? I thought that was like the week of Thanksgiving.
What's next week? Week 13?
Maybe.
You're right.
That's like a couple weeks out, right?
Yeah, that's 2 weeks from now.
Yeah,
week 14.
Yeah, Tyler and I are going to have a fun time in Wyoming, Hawaii. It's going to be fun. So,
hold on. No. Oh, okay.
Tyler, do you have any last words? We'll wrap the show.
No, it was fine. Didn't get as crazy as a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we got to figure it out, man.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because it's hoodie, or is it because of long neck?
I don't know.
Or is it because I'm not holding this, so there's not a lot of movements? I'm just standing here.
Yeah, I wasn't up there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time we might just.
I mean, I've got the other mic up there. I can have a wand, and you can just do that.
What I need to do, I need to get a.
Well, I'm working on it. I told you my plan.
What's it called? A podium.
Well,
I need to get a podium. I'm low key going to ask for one for next week.
I mean, listen. Where am I going to get a podium?
I got a podium.
Why do you got a podium?
I go to church, dog. They got podiums left and right at that place.
So you just can take a podium from church?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit up Roy. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, big dog, can I?" I also thought about getting a mic stand, but then I was like, "Dude, you probably got one of those."
Yeah,
so,
no, I got like 5.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit
in my unprofessional studio.
I mean, to be honest with you, I might need a Debo one, but I also don't have a mic in my house. So
yeah, that's true.
Eventually, I'm gonna get my garage good, and then
we need to get your computer first.
Facts.
Yeah. So
I don't even know if my Wi-Fi could reach out to the garage.
Run an Ethernet cord. What are you talking about,
dude? My room where the thing is, my garage where the other thing is. I guess I could go outside the house,
dude. Like you're all right. All right. I want the listeners to hear this too. You're talking to the guy that currently has 3 Ethernet cords in the modem of my entryway, right? And I have run them with mounts up along the wall and the ceiling, running them to the rooms they have to go in. You're also talking to the guy that, fun fact for my listeners, all right? So my studio is on my property, right? So like my house is right over that in that direction, okay? Fun fact, the studio, hardwired internet connection to my house.
That's elite. I need to.
Yeah. No, like 1000% legit for anyone listening curious about how I have like good internet connection out here. It's because I have a cord that runs underneath my house. What is that sound? Why do I sound so echoey now? Lord have mercy. Let's turn that down. I don't know what that was.
So you got your headphones on, like
that was crazy. That was crazy. Anyway, no, I have an Ethernet cord attached to my modem in the house It's running underneath my house, coming out of my house on the outside, mounted along the roof of my house, comes back down the corner of my house, buried underground
Bruh.
in a pipe, and then running into my studio. Shit you not. That's how we built this thing.
You did it yourself?
I helped with the cord,
Okay.
getting it where it's got to go. I didn't do the digging. Obviously, I had contractors for that.
Yeah.
You know, but whenever I was setting up the electrical for the house, they did that part because they had to run the electrical in that same pipe out to the studio. So like they handled that, but I helped get it into underneath the house because I got hardwood floors. The house is elevated. You know, I got a crawl space, whatever. So we ran it underneath the house, and it's currently under the house, and then it comes out under the crawl space entrance, runs along the roof of the house, down the corner of the house in a pipe, and then into a pipe into the ground into the studio.
That's elite.
So when I tell you you can run a hardwired connection, I ain't fucking around. I'm being legit. All you gotta do is buy whatever length cord you need. Like, I mean, how far away is it? And then factor like what would it be to like mount it along the walls and stuff if you want to go that route. So it's out of the way for trip hazards and stuff. Like, do you need like a 15 or 20 foot? Like, you want some slack, you want some room? Because like you can figure it out, bro. Because I usually buy personally, I buy like 20 or 30 foot cables. Like
might be a lot longer than that.
Yeah, I mean, like I buy like 20, 30 foot cables for the house stuff. The one that's out here, I think that's like a 300 footer, 300 to 500 foot.
That might be the. Now my room.
Now hold on, think about what I just said, 300, 500 foot, and I'm running from out here into the middle of my house.
Okay, but I'm not going under my house.
I mean, fair.
I mean, you might be able to go under my house. I'm not going
under your house.
Big dog, I don't even want to
I've
unscrew
never been to your house.
I don't even want to unscrew the screw that holds my door to go under my house. Okay? It scares the absolute fire out of me. I get my stepdad because he does AC and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, big dog, just scoot on in and see what you can do.
Okay,
So,
fair enough.
he ain't scared of spiders.
Nah,
or anything.
look,
He's scared out of me.
Look, just run a cord somewhere. I would also say, because I learned my lesson on this, because I didn't think about this little detail.
Yeah.
Is I'm assuming your house is probably like light colored walls, right?
Potentially.
Like not dark is what I'm saying.
No,
Like
not
color-
like that. Not like that. It's in between that.
Okay.
that. Maybe
Look to get a white cable. White cable and white staples. Because I fucked up whenever I set up the first cord when I was first moving in. Because I already had like a very long black one from the old house. Because you remember old house had my dark gray walls.
Yeah.
Didn't think about it. I started mounting this thing up. I'm like, holy shit. That is like, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So now I got all white cables that are running in the house. So like they don't stick out at all. Like if you're looking at them, you can obviously see them. It's not hard to see white cables mounted along your ceilings. But like if you're just walking by, you're not paying attention. You're not seeing them. So I'd get white cables and white staples. Like it's little cord staples. They're little like U-shaped, and you can get them white color. To get them at Lowe's, just buy that and mount a cord up along like the corner of your wherever it's going to be. Yeah. And it's like mounted up on the wall, running along the corners of the wall into the garage.
See, I got my modem on an extension cord beside my AC with a cord going from my modem to my PS5. So that's why I got decent speed on there. I don't ever play it though.
Yeah.
But I have that in the living room, the Xbox in the living room. I need that. Yeah. Really, I need that.
Dude, all my consoles, believe it or not, all run off Wi-Fi. My PC is my hardwired thing. So what I've been meaning to do for a while is I've been meaning to get an internet splitter in my office because I don't want to run another cord in my office. I'll be honest. I'm fine with the one. I just need to get a splitter.
Yeah.
So I need to get around to doing that. But anyway, hey, we're going to wrap up the show. If you made it all the way to the end, we appreciate you. Go check out some Sparky3 shop. Check out Rogue Energy, promo code Sparky3 to get 10% off. Join the Discord to come chat with us. If you want to support us for our patrons, a great way to do so. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.